What's up everyone, I'm Tim and this is my channel 40 Times Around, where we talk about everything related to motorcycles, camping, traveling, and adventure. And today we're doing an unboxing and review of this really cool stove I just got, and it's actually only $13 on Amazon, so stick around. Alright guys, I'm really excited about this video today. I love saving money and I found this stove on Amazon that was only $13. It looks really promising. I've never used this stove before. It just showed up the other day. So we're gonna do an unboxing and a review on it. But before we jump into that, I wanna take a quick second. So that earlier this week, I actually hit 2,000 subscribers. This is just such a big deal to me. I can't believe how quickly this channel is growing, and it just seems like such an awesome community that we're kind of building here. Getting a lot of amazing comments from you guys, and it's really exciting. Really happy with this whole thing. It's just really incredible. So we're gonna jump into this stove. Like I said, it's $13 on Amazon. I don't know how you could go wrong at that price, but let's go over a few of the factory stats on this stove before we jump into my opinion on it and how it works. So this stove is made of a combination of aluminum and stainless steel. It can withstand high heat, and it's pretty lightweight. It's also super compact. This is about half the size of my stove that I normally use. This stove will also work with any of the 7/16 fuel canisters. Could be propane, could be butane, could be a mixture of the two. And that is just one of these canisters right here. And it just screws right onto the top. According to the factory, this thing has pretty good flame control. We're gonna check that out in a second though. So this thing also comes with its own case, which is kind of nice because you can just throw it in your saddlebags, your side case, and you kind of don't really have to worry about it too much. So apparently, according to the factory, this thing is quick to ignite and consistently strong. We're gonna find out in a second though. All right, so let's open it up, see what this thing's all about. So inside here, on the box, it says you have some instructions, which is pretty self-explanatory. I don't do instructions. And it comes with its own case, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, this thing is pretty tiny. That's pretty impressive for something so small and so cheap. I'm excited to see how this works. So I guess that kind of snaps into place like that. That's pretty much it. Make sure that this on-off switch is turned off before you screw it on, otherwise you're just gonna leak fuel right out the top of it. Okay. Now it's actually got its own ignition right on here. So you just push that in.
Wow.
Wow. That's, wow.
That's cool.
That's some I'm impressed with how this thing lights. I think the camera guy is too. Yeah, I think that's really impressive. That's a nice clean flame, nice and smooth. It doesn't seem to sputter at all. You know, normally when I use my other stove, these canisters have to actually be upside down to really put out a smooth flame. So I'm pretty impressed with that so far. I want to get my stopwatch out and I want to see how long it takes to boil enough water for 2 cups of coffee, because I think that's kind of an important factor. Stopwatch out. Now that's about enough water for probably more than 2 cups of coffee. Yeah? Wow. So it did take a little while. That was about 4 minutes to get a rolling boil. There was a lot of water in there though. I actually think this is probably more than enough for 2 cups of coffee, which is more than I would normally make in the morning. You want some? You sure? Yeah.
Well.
So my first impression of this stove, initial reaction, this thing is pretty awesome. I'm gonna definitely be packing this with me from now on. One more thing to mention, a couple more things. It has a 1-year warranty. So I don't know too much about Etekcity as a company. That's actually the manufacturer of this stove, but I went on their website. Seems like they're a pretty legit company. So I'm sure if you did have an issue with this, you could get it taken care of. So 1-year warranty, that's pretty awesome. And also something to consider is that the factory says you shouldn't use a pan or pot that's bigger than 7 inches. It gets a little wobbly. You can actually see that the frame of this doesn't go out very far, so just be careful with that. I don't know if I'd be frying bacon on this thing in a big pan, but something small, just for motorcycle camping, this thing is absolutely perfect. I love that it has its own ignition on it, super smooth flame, lightweight, and just dirt cheap. I mean, you can't get much less than that for a stove. So one thing when I saw the picture of how this stove worked that I was a little concerned with was having a hot flame so close to this propane. Even as this was cooking and the flame was up pretty much all the way, I put my hand right here and this thing is actually still cold. Didn't even heat up at all, so that wasn't an issue. It definitely concerned me just looking at it. It just didn't seem right to have a flame so close to the fuel canister. Not an issue at all. So that's it. That's my unboxing and review of the Etekcity camping stove. I'm really stoked about this thing. You guys should definitely check it out. Can't go wrong for that price, like I said. I'm pretty happy with it so far. I'll let you know as things progress. It seems pretty well built too. Like, I don't really imagine having too many issues with this down the road. I'll go ahead and put a link to this stove in the description box down below if you guys want to check it out. So that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys soon.